All right. We may have goofed the first time, but we are back. That is unfortunate. Yo, what's going on, Buke? Oh boy. Hello. Sorry for those technical difficulties there. It's kind of unfortunate, but got it working now. Hello, DJ. How is it going? Hello, Alyssa. Hello, Jake. Hello, everybody. So we got an hour until the finale starts, and right now Survivor's on. So I'm going to be watching Survivor if you guys are also watching while talking to you guys, that sort of thing. Vegetable, Yuli, Exit Cloud, Cody. Do I think a Big Brother YouTuber edition could ever happen? I think there's something like that has happened already in the past. I don't know how it ever went. I think maybe Sam Pepper was on it. Yo, Tom, what's going on? Thanks for joining. Thank you, Tom. Everyone go subscribe to TV Talks with Tom. He's been on his, I don't know, he's been doing really good content this year with Big Brother every single day, basically. Makes great stuff. And was very welcoming to me in the Big Brother content creator community. So definitely go check out Tom. Who is my favorite Big Brother player ever? Well, I hate to be that guy and say Dan, like every other person, but Dan is definitely up there. Who else do I like? Who's an obscure person that I could like? Justin from Big Brother 1. If you get that, you're a real one. Anthony Scaramucci. How can I be so silly? Duh. Would I consider this a good season? Maybe. Not, I don't know. The pre-jury was super good. I really liked the first few weeks. Like the first week, I think was the best week one we've ever had. The chaos was great. And unfortunately, when Frenchie went home, he did take a lot of that fun home with him. And I don't know. I'm conflicted. Yeah, I mean season 2, but the when I said Justin from Big Brother 1, when Enzo when Enzo was first on Big Brother, in his interview questions, he said his favorite player was Justin from Big Brother 1. But the joke is that there wasn't a Justin on Big Brother 1. Did Josh really deserve to win? Absolutely. Josh is a great winner. I made a video about him. I think that explains it all. Who do I think is winning America's favorite? I think Tiffany pulls it through. I think Derek X was definitely the favorite to get America's player up until like right now. I think Tiffany's got it. But I don't really know where the casual audience is at. So Derek X very well may take the entire thing. Big D is such a mastermind. Big D takes the cake from Victoria for making it to the end. Take that as you will. It's incredible. Thoughts on Scotty from Big Brother 20? I don't know. He got second in so many competitions. Scotty was fine. I do wish that Fessy didn't take him out, although that was actually one of the best weeks. So I don't know. I'm indifferent on Scotty. Holy moly. This is tough to keep up. Did Jordan deserve to win? Over Natalie, yes, I believe so. Vera, I totally agree with you. I'm definitely going to I'm planning on making videos once a month based on how a certain winner won their season until I get through all of them. So far I've done Josh and Steve. My next one is going to be the Big Brother 23 winner. And then after that, I don't know who I am going to do. Um, I don't know. I could use some suggestions, you know? Casuals will go for DX. Who do I think the best player ever is? I think Dan's the best player ever. I have him on a tier of his own. And then below that, I've got, well, maybe I could save it for my top 10 players video, but I do have Dan as my number one. Casuals will go for DX. Probably true. Travis is gonna. I forgot about Travis. I really liked Travis. I don't think Travis ever did anything wrong, but I also think that he would not have added the most to the season, especially in like the pre jury phase when it was really exciting. So I didn't like seeing Travis go home, but I was happy that it wasn't DX. What's the best Big Brother seasons besides season 10? My favorite is All Stars. The first one, obviously not All Stars 2. All Stars 2 is, my God, one of my least favorite seasons. Do Casey? I mean, eventually I'll do Casey for sure. Was there a winner who didn't deserve to win? We'll see. We'll see if Big D pulls through tonight. You know, then maybe there's a conversation. Nikki will happen. June will also be happening at some point. I am so far behind. Holy moly. There's 64 people here. You guys are crazy. Thanks for hopping in. I appreciate you guys. Did Tyler deserve to win over Casey? I put like a super like well thought out comment in one of my videos about it's a tough situation where like Tyler was not in a great spot with that jury to win the jury vote. He did some things that like didn't help, but there were also a lot of things out of his control. I think Tyler would have been a great winner. I would have probably voted for Tyler over Casey, but Casey really did beast out at the end, and a lot of the players in that jury did respect it. Holy moly, 70 people. You guys are insane. Who's my favorite player? Still Dan. Who do I think the best player that was evicted pre-jury? Like overall or this season? Because this season, Christian, just because I don't think any of the other players were good. Overall, I have no idea. I would really need to think about that. Sorry, I wish I had a better answer for you. I really love doing the winter breakdown videos. There's almost none of them up. I think there's a couple on like Dr. Will, and I'm not sure, but I love making the winter videos. They do take a lot of time, but worst winner ever, probably Evil Dick. But it's tough because Evil Dick was very like he was making moves, like he was doing stuff, which he probably did more than some other winners did. But I do think that America's Player really just helped out in an incredible amount. Most underrated winner, probably Drew. No one talks about Drew, so that's probably why I say that. Who do I got winning tonight? I mean, you know, not a big surprise. I do think that Xavier is going to win. I would be open to watching other things happen. I don't got my heart set on Xavier winning. I don't think I will be upset with however tonight plays out. I think we're either going to get Xavier winning, which, you know, that's fine. I've come to terms with it. He played good in the end. Sometimes. If he wins, we'll get into that when I make the winner video of him. If Ozzo wins, that's great. I'm rooting for Ozzo to win. And if Big D wins, that's the funniest thing ever. That beats Josh winning. That's crazy. Oh. Holy moly. I missed so many of these. I'm sorry. I thought I was going to get maybe 15 people watching. I did not think I was going to have 90 people watching right now. You guys are a bunch of animals. Thank you. This is awesome. I used to stream on Twitch, and I think my peak I ever hit was like 12 viewers. If Ozza wins, I don't know. I would really have to. It depends. I haven't. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. If Ozza wins, where would I place her on like a winner ranking? I would need to take my deep dive first, but I can't imagine that I have her too high. Do you think the All Stars 2 flopped because of the cast? I do think that specific people that were cast were definitely detracting from a season that could have been as exciting and explosive as All Stars 1. I don't want to like name too many names because, this is my first live. I don't want to necessarily be throwing all these players under the bus. But I will say that like some of the players that were picked, all I'm going to say, I think All Stars 2 would have been so much better with Josh, and I'll leave it at that. I think Adam from Big Brother 9 is, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to do my Adam Big Brother 9 video. That one's going to be, it's going to be interesting. Thank you, Courtney, for the compliment. How do you vote for AFP? Voting might be closed. It might still be open, but you have to text a number and then the name. And I don't remember the number off the top of my head. I'm sure somebody here does. 100 people. You guys are crazy. Thank you. All Stars 2. Okay, so people say All Stars 2 sucks due to pre-gaming. And while I agree to an extent, All Stars 1 had pre-gaming, and that arguably made the season better because it allowed Dr. Will to progress further. Like if Dr. Will wasn't able to pregame in the preseason and not able to like form all of those alliances or like basically just like steamroll the way that he was able to maneuver himself, All Stars 1 probably would have been worse. So pregaming can help. It just didn't help this time. Josh is overrated. That's so funny because I hype up Josh. Like, we'll keep it on the wheel here. I think Josh is hilarious. When I first watched Big Brother 19, it was my least favorite season of all time. I was like, oh my God, we're going to get this meatball Josh winning. And then in retrospect, I look back and it's so funny to watch Josh win. And it's like, when I just look at it as a show, I think it's so funny. Aubrey, thank you for the $2. Are you my dad? Maybe. I don't know how to respond to these yet, but thank you for the donation. Who did I want to win in the very beginning of 23? Well, are we talking preseason or are we talking like right when it started? Preseason, I wanted Tiffany. Right when it started, I wanted DX. And then I went back to wanting Tiffany to win once I realized that Derek X probably didn't stand a chance. Did a winner get played? What do you mean by that? Like, winners have definitely gotten played before. Dan did a significant amount of like playing Ian, sort of. Vanessa tried to play Steve. Josh was definitely played at times during Big Brother 19. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that Josh is like the top at the top. I'm watching. I have Survivor on right now. I haven't paid attention to any of it. I've been going through this. Aubrey, you need answers? All right. I'm going to definitively say no. I'm not your dad, but thank you for the $2 anyways. Josh winning still makes my jaw drop. That's what makes it so good. It's a shocker. I want to be shocked. That's what I got spoiled, 3 seasons in a row. I thought Paul was going to beat Nicole in Big Brother 18. That was a shocking final 2. I loved being surprised. Again, I thought Paul was going to beat Josh in Big Brother. Did I say Paul beat Nicole in 19? I meant 18. And then Josh beating Paul was a surprise. And then Casey beating Tyler was a surprise to me because I really thought Tyler had it and he was just going to get it. He was going to win anyways. But it didn't really work. In my top 5 pre-juries, I don't know. Big Brother 20 is my favorite pre-jury. Big Brother 23 is a good pre-jury. Big Brother All-Stars is a good pre-jury. Big Brother 8's a pretty good pre-jury. Big Brother 6 is a great pre-jury. That's probably what I would say is mine. Damn it, that's okay. I'm sorry, Aubrey. All right, I'm your dad. There you go. I'll be your dad. You earned it. Should there be another coach season next season? Maybe not next season, but I would love another coaches season. Just it has to be the right coaches. Like they nailed it with the coaches. They would need the right. I don't know who they would bring back though, and I'm scared. They're gonna bring Christmas for her third time. Sorry, Courtney. I'm gonna say I think Tiffany is gonna win AFP, but Derek X is probably gonna win it. Who are my favorite Final Threes? Well, BB Can 6 is an insanely good Final Three. I love the BB Can 5 Final Three. I love the Big Brother 3 US Final Three and the BB17 Final Three. Those are probably my favorites. Who do I think Oz will take? I unfortunately think that Oz is going to take Xavier. I really do think that's going to happen. Like Justin Herbert, the quarterback. I love the Chargers. Justin Herbert's a handsome lad. Thank you. 8 vets and 8 newbies. That I can't believe Big Brother US hasn't ever split it down the line even. Like in BB13, they did the 8 newbies and 6 vets, but yeah. It's my favorite BB YouTuber besides myself, Barfbag. Barfbag has only made 3 videos, and all 3 of them are absolute bangers. I cannot, like, this guy's editing is cream of the crop. It's insane. It's so captivating, and it's on like the silliest topics. It's such a good, he's such a good channel. What would you do if Josh Martinez became president of the United States? Throw a party. I'd be excited. I mean, that would never happen. And if it did happen, I don't know. I don't think I would say no, but depends on how far, like, what he does. Where am I from? I'm from the East Coast, but now I live in Central America. Not Central America, like Central Time. I won't get too into specifics about like where I live, but I'm currently in CST. His Dolphin Crash video may be one of my, I think his Dolphin Crash video is my favorite Big Brother video of all time. Courtney, stop. Don't do that. Where's Xavier on my winner ranking? I don't know. I think it might not be a popular opinion, but I'm going to have him below Steve, I think. After listening to Taryn's Xavier game recap, I think that I don't think I could put Xavier higher than a 7.5, and that's what I gave Steve. Yeah, there are more Big Brother YouTubers other than the Imperium. There's actually quite a few. Some of them are pretty good. Highly recommend checking them out. Thoughts on Josh on the challenge? Josh has been so much better this season. Like, people started to like Josh. I've been finding, like, in the community on Twitter, people have been growing on Josh. And it's kind of like, I'm down for it. I've been down with Josh since he first started. Josh is what got me into the challenge. Is there any chance Xavier loses this? Yes, there is a chance Xavier loses this. If Ozza wins final 3 HOH and decides that she wants to win, she could cut Xavier and then Xavier loses. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Oh, Aubrey, I promise Courtney is just messing with you. Aubrey, you seriously, it's totally cool. She's just messing with you. I don't think Big D's going to get the 750. So I don't think you have to worry about that, D-Val. Thoughts on how Kylan acted upon eviction? You'll find out on Monday. That's That's my next video, is saltiest exits on Big Brother. Someone recommended it in my last video, and I loved it. So if you ever have an idea of something that you want me to make a video on, definitely let me know, because I've taken many requests. Would I ever want to go on Big Brother, and how do you think you'd do? I mean, obviously, I would love to go on Big Brother. I don't know. The thing is like, I've thought about Big Brother too many times now, where I'm so in over my head. If I were to go in there, you'd see me be like Frenchie. I'd be like, man, I got the whole house under my finger, and everyone would just be like, this guy's a fool. We got to get him out of here next week. Maybe I wouldn't be that bad, but I would definitely need to go in with a game plan, because I have an excited personality, and I think that would definitely be a lot for the people in there. Worst BB player of all time? Jacob from Big Brother 9. It's a good choice. What's the biggest betrayal in Big Brother history? I don't know. Drew evicting Diane was pretty betrayal-esque. If Dan had won the final HOH in Big Brother 14, he says that he would have evicted Danielle and had a whole speech plan for it. That probably would have been the biggest betrayal, I think. I think that would have been pretty sweet to watch. Josh and Devin is my favorite duo. Josh and Devin is my favorite duo, too. It's insane. Am I ever going to try to join the Big Brother house? Maybe. Idled Out is dope as well. Idled Out makes good Survivor YouTube videos. There's a lot of salty exits. I'm excited for that video, which reminds me, I need to start making that video. The clock's ticking. It's already Wednesday, and I barely started the script. Ranking winners and players has gotten harder for me recently, because it's so clear now that it depends which season you're putting these people in. Absolutely. I'll say it right now. I have my top 10 player ranking list, and I'm going to make a video about that. And I am so scared to put that video out there, because I'm not going to have the same list as everybody else. I am just opening the door for people to be like, I can't believe you think this person's better than this person, blah, blah, blah. But I'm so excited to make that video, because I don't know, I was going to wait. Like, I was waiting for after Big Brother 23 in case anyone was going to make my top 10. Spoiler alert, nobody is making my top 10. What was my first season watching Big Brother? It was Big Brother 16. Actually, that's not true. I watched a few episodes of Big Brother 15. Didn't get into it. Then started watching Big Brother 16 during week 4. It was with Brittany. It was the episode where... Actually, I don't remember if it was that episode. But basically, it was Brittany. The week that Brittany was going to go home. That was when I first started watching it. And then I really, fell in love with the show. And then I went back and watched everything. I would love to see a Brett return. Oh, Simon, you're too sweet. Like a top 5 OTEV competition list video. Like my top 5 favorite OTEVs. Raven should have been the runner-up of Big Brother 19. She was the puppet master, after all. Your first season was Big Brother 8. You've been here for a while. So excited. Big D, top 3. I won't be complaining. You're damn right. Big D, I'm teetering on whether or not I should place Josh above Big D, or if Big D, if he wins tonight, overtakes him. Even if he gets second, I mean, Big D played an incredible game. I think that's worthy of a spot. Is Derek in my top 5? Yes, Derek is in my top 5. Chicken George is one of my favorite Big Brother players, because, oh my God, like the absolute difference that guy made on All-Stars. Chicken George filled a perfect void. You take Chicken George out of the All-Stars cast, you only have like physical beast, top-tier strategist, like best players of all time. Like, you need a Chicken George. We got that last season with David. I mean, not to say that David and Chicken George are the same, but like, you need that type of player on there. And Chicken George came to play. I loved it. Chicken George is one of my favorite parts of All-Stars. By saltiest exits, do you mean? I mostly mean just on their way out the door. Um, People being salty in jury is also an interesting concept. I actually can't keep up with this. This is incredible. Thank you so much, guys and girls and everyone else. Why does everyone hate Nicole Franzel? Uh, that's a tough one. I can't speak for everybody. I don't hate Nicole Franzel, but I do wish that she would just embrace being like a villain. If she embraced being a villain, I would. Well, actually, I don't know if I could say that because Sarah Beth kind of embraced being a villain, and I did not like her. Granted, it was because she was getting rid of DX, and I really like DX. And I'm like, looking back, Sarah Beth is fine. Sarah Beth actually is a good. It was good that she was on the season. She at least kept that part of the game interesting. I just think in the moment I was a little salty because I was like, dang, I want Derek X to stay here, and he was so close to winning that HOH as Sarah Beth won it. But I think Nicole Franzel kind of accepted being a villain a little bit more. I would like her a little bit more. Simon, I was thinking that exact thing when I said that Jeff Probst would be shaking his head at me. Yeah, tonight's the finale. You turned 69 5 days ago. Never too old for BB. Wow. You definitely have a lot more BB knowledge of those older seasons than I do because I did not watch the live feeds back then, obviously. But wow, that's crazy. Thank you for tuning in, Sonny. Kai's exit. Oh my God, Kai's exit would have been so much crispier and like more enjoyable if he didn't bring up the nephew. But bringing up the nephew did make it more infamous in all the wrong reasons. I think it's really scummy thing to say. My friend, my buddy Nate, who watches Big Brother, he doesn't follow the feeds or anything. He just watches the episodes. Texted me afterwards and it's like, oh, I hope he tears both of his ACLs walking out to Julie. That was like the most scumbag thing ever. And I mean, it was something. It was definitely something for him to go out like that. Do I play video games? I do play video games. I play a lot of Smash Bros. Melee. I also play Monkey Ball. I also play Mario Party. Nicole had a lot of screen time in a lot of season. Like the difference between like a Nicole and a Devon is that they were on the same amount of seasons, basically in the same time span. Nicole made it to the end basically every single time. Devon, made sure that she was only there for the first couple weeks or like the first half of the season or something. Nicole was always on there. And she was also just on the Amazing Race and made it so far on that as well. Like there's just a whole lot of Nicole Franzel where they could be getting, in my opinion, better representatives to keep coming back on. If Nicole, I don't know. I think Nicole winning Big Brother 18 was a good end for her arc. I get why CBS brought her back. And watching her get blindsided actually is in my top 5 or 10 moments in Big Brother, I'll be honest. Who did I vote for? I voted for Tiffany for AFP. I am so far behind on this chat. This is still crazy. 135. You guys rock. You guys are pretty freaking awesome, Oh, that is true. I have played Among Us with Nick Wilson. For those who watch Survivor. That was a fun time. I think DX is a lock to return. Well, actually, no, I don't think DX is a lock to return. I thought Johnny Mac was a lock to return. Johnny Mac did not even get a call to come back for All Stars 2. So, production's weird. They may never bring back DX. They probably will, though. Do I believe that Ozzy would bring X? I do believe that Ozzy will bring X. I don't know for sure, though. That's 2 strikes. Oh, hey, Shork. I do remember when Tiff said that. That definitely was not Tiff's shining moment. But, you know, you're in the house. You don't know anything. You're going to be more skeptical. Like if you're in the Big Brother house, chances are you are going to be over skeptical as opposed to under skeptical when you know people are being devious. People are lying about everything. People have shown in the past to come into the game and lie about super big things, like Matt Hoffman lying about his wife having a bone disease. So I do get the, like, you want to be skeptical about everything. Like the whole mantra of Big Brother is expect the unexpected. So you're always trying to think like, okay, could this person be a twist? Maybe like, so yes, Sarah Beth's saying like, oh, Sarah Beth's lying about her sexuality. She's probably not even bi. That was definitely probably a step too far. But while you're in there, you're just super skeptical of everything. I'm not defending what she said, obviously. I get that she's, thinking through so many different things at that time. You voted for Hannah for AFP. It's a very good, I hope the top three is some conglomerate of DX, Tiffany, Hannah, and Claire, and Travis. Am I going to play Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania when it comes out? Hell yeah, I am. I'm so excited for Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. Oh my gosh, I'm just at the Johnny Mac messages. Holy moly. Who did I have a crush on in Big Brother 23? Travis. No. I did not crush on anybody in Big Brother 23. What's my favorite DR from this season? All right, I'm going to keep it super real with you guys. I missed a bunch of episodes this season. I'm more of like a live feed follower. Sometimes the episodes are a little too goofy for me. I love watching the episodes in the beginning of the season, but once it's at like the final 7 and like I already know that, or like when it was at like the final 8 and like I knew Claire was going to go home by like Friday. I didn't need to watch the Wednesday episode to watch Claire not even get a chance to compete in the veto. Like I already know it's going to, I follow along with everything that happens, but sometimes I'll skip an episode or two. But my favorite DR of the season, actually, I do have a favorite DR. It is in the first week. Travis had just given Kyland like a birthday celebration, like lap dance when he was dressed in a dress. And he was like, oh, perfect. I just need 5 more birthdays before an eviction week. And I think I'm here to stay. And I just thought that was pretty funny. I think Travis was pretty funny in there. I have watched the Meridian review, actually. One of my first videos that I made about like Survivor and Big Brother and reality TV was based off of a topic that he had covered before. It was dreamcasting. I love the idea of dreamcasting. Granted, that video didn't do super well, but yeah, I have watched the Meridian review, and I don't always agree with every take that he has, but I do enjoy listening to what he has to say. I do think, okay, I also think Xavier is going to go perfect on part 3 questions. I think that's just what I think. I think he's not going to miss one. So I think Azza needs to get every single one right. And I think that she needs to win a tiebreaker. And I think she would need to vote out Xavier. Azza's road is not looking too hot right now. Oh, thanks, Stein. Second bet. Oh, I don't know. You like the Steve one, I think. Or the Josh one. I really wish Anthony Gucci won Celebrity Big Brother 2. He would have been a great winner video to make. Kylan's vote in Xavier Big D. I think he might vote Big D. I know Kylan blames Xavier for it, even though Big D was the one that casted the vote. If I could return a player from season 16, probably Johnny Mac. I really like Johnny Mac. How is Justin robbed? Just started watching The Circle. I have not watched The Circle, and I know Everyone has told me that I should watch The Circle, and I just have not. X does. I don't think Xavier will win 9-0. I don't think that. Well, actually, I have no idea what's going to happen. Xavier totally could win 9-0. I don't know who's going to vote for Big D if that is the final two. Do I think Ozzy bringing X would be worse than Derek or Cody bringing Derek? I do. I have been thinking about this because here's the thing. I think Cody legitimately thought that he could have had a chance against Derek. Derek played very undercover. Cody played a pretty strong game in season 16. As someone who I don't think he really watched the show before, he was hanging out around people like Caleb, who was super competition focused. And Cody had won a lot of competitions. So in Cody's mind, he could be thinking like, I won a lot more competitions than Derek. Like I had a lot more power in these times. I can see a case where Cody thinks that he can beat Derek. And so I understand that. Ozzy knows that she won't beat Xavier. So that to me is a little bit worse of a mistake. Also, Cody's bringing Derek to the end was his best money move. He got $50,000 for second and got the call back and won All-Stars. That's a $550,000 decision. If Cody brought Victoria and won, they're not bringing Cody back for All-Stars. There's not a chance. Maybe. Actually, I don't know. Production is so weird. Production could bring back anybody. They brought back Christmas. I don't know. Justin for All-Stars 3. Hell yeah. How long do you think he was banned for CBS for his knife incident? Do you think that was a lifetime ban, or do you think it was just 20 years? Because if so, this time has come. I really enjoyed making the What If Big Brother video. Like, I genuinely would love to make another one of those. Have I watched Ink Master? I have not. In season 16, wasn't there a jury pact in Victoria's favor? Yes, I don't think that they actually would have done that, though. I think some may have voted for Victoria, but I can't imagine. But that would have been really funny. Oh my God, that would have been the funniest. That's the funniest timeline. Cody evicts Derek, and then Victoria wins. Nothing beats that ever. Nothing would ever beat that. Derek was given the call for All-Stars regardless. Who's the next winner video on? We'll find out tonight because it's whoever wins today. And we'll kind of just be going through it. And then after that, well, here's the thing. If Xavier wins, it changes who like the next one will be because I'll want to make that a female winner. If Ozzy wins, I still may make it a female winner, but I do want to like disperse or like spread out. I don't want 7 guy winner videos in a row. Like I do want to spread it out, Are you watching the next season of Ultimate Beastmaster? Duh. Never missed that. Al, you watching the next season of Tough as Nails? I saw the commercial for that the other day. Do you think next season will be all newbies again? I do think next season will be all newbies again. I remember Beast Mode Cowboy campaigning hard for Victoria to get votes had she made it to Final 2. Caleb's a weird guy. I'm sure he's nice, but I cannot imagine if he convinced everyone to vote for Victoria in the end. That would have just been absurd. Have I watched the Meridian View? I don't remember if you asked that already. Someone asked that, but yes, I have. Justin will be the only pre-juror of Big Brother 2. That's funny. Oh, Sonny, thank you for saving all the videos to your to watch playlist. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching my videos, all of you guys, by the way. I haven't really introduced myself yet. Hello, everybody. I'm Ethan. I'm 22. I started this YouTube channel a few months ago. I just woke up one day, and I was like, man, it'd be kind of cool if I made a video talking that was just like 8 minutes straight of Big Brother facts. And then I started, collecting data, and that 8-minute video turned into a 24-minute video. And then I posted it. And after like 2 weeks, it had gotten like 800 views. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, I got 800 views. This is awesome. Like my most viewed video before that had like 200 views. And I was like, dang, this is pretty cool. So then I kept with it. And now I am at a point where I did not think I was going to be. And it's been really awesome. So thank you. Good night, D-Val. What if Derek F had saved Travis by not using the veto on Kyle in week 1? I think Derek X is in a much tougher position at that point. Also, hold on. I got to take my hoodie off. It's so hot in here. Or my sweatshirt. Derek F is the worst player to make it this far? You're not wrong. Well, maybe you're wrong. I'm not 100% sure. All right, here we go. I'm back. I am 1 year older than you. Well, you'll catch up next year. Lauren, thank you. I appreciate that very much. Who do I really want to come back in All-Stars 3? Well, first of all, I don't think All-Stars 3 is happening for a long time, if it ever happens again. Big Brother very well could get canceled before another All-Stars happens. I just want them to pick players that are there to play. I don't want Nicole Franzel. Even though, Nicole Franzel does play. So, actually, maybe I don't want players that are there to play because they kind of make the season boring. Like, Memphis was there to play last season. Memphis actually wasn't even that boring, but he wasn't like the most exciting. Vera, thank you so much. Lucas, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. How do you feel about the Chargers' big win? I was so stoked. They beat the Chiefs. I'm always watching them lose to the Chiefs. So watching the Chargers beat the Chiefs was pretty awesome. Whoa, Toy, thank you so much. Binged them all. That is a big feat. Thank you. Thank you, winner. Am I going to do a season recap? I'm not going to do a season recap, but that's because I will basically be like recapping the season in my Big Brother 23 winner video. Victoria did win a veto. That is true. Do I think anyone could win in today's game by playing a ruthless game like Dan? Like, are you talking Big Brother 14, Dan? Because, yeah, I think anybody could. I think literally anybody could win Big Brother. So much of it is luck dependent, and so much of it is dependent on your jurors. Jurors make up everything. That's all that matters. Like, if I'm in there and you play Ruthless to me, the thing about it is, like, if you're playing Ruthless, you need to do it in a way that is... You can't kind of, like, you can't... Well, there's a phrase, there's a saying where it's like... I can't think of what the saying is. But like you can't go too far with it. Like you can play super cutthroat, but like once you like say for example, like saved yourself with the veto or like gotten someone to use the veto on you and then like you convince them to put up somebody else. Like once you beat them, like don't rub it in their face. You rub it in their face, you're going to lose their respect. If you are like respectful about it and you're like, I played Ruthless because I had to, but you're still a person that I want you to vote for me. Like, I don't want to rub it in your face like, oh, you suck. I totally outplayed you. That's not going to get you the vote. You need to, the biggest thing, you want the jurors to want to vote for you. You don't want them to be reluctant to vote you don't want them to be reluctant to vote for you because if they're reluctant, they're so much more willing to change their mind and vote for somebody like Josh. That's how Josh won. Memphis definitely was the biggest surprise of me in All-Stars 2. Big Brother being canceled is the saddest thing I can think of. I hope it doesn't get canceled. I would love to watch James Ryan play again. I don't think Eric Stein will ever play again. I don't think production will ever call Andy back again. Oh my God. I would love for BB Can players to come and play. That'd be so awesome. I would love to watch. I love Kevin Martin. I love Kevin Martin. For those of you who don't know and don't watch Big Brother Canada, Kevin Martin is just a really fun player to watch. Rank Oz's game 1 to 10 in any season. Now it's just a cookout season. Well, not just a cookout season, probably like a 1 or a 2. With the cookout, Probably getting closer to that 3 or 4 range. But Ozza's gameplay helped make the cookout work. Ozza came in wanting to play like for other people. Whoops. Ozza came in wanting to like play for other people. So hold on a second. There we go. So it worked out for her that she was in a group like the cookout where working for these people to help everyone get together really benefited her. All right, good night, Alyssa. Thank you for joining. We appreciate that. Ben, Big Brother 10. Him taking Michelle on the trip was genius. It definitely, I don't know if he gets her vote without that trip, but I definitely think that swayed her, obviously. I don't think Zach is going to come back ever. Zach will never get called back again. Is Cody not the go-to Big Brother? So here's my thing. This is kind of spoiling a little bit of my top 10 player ranking when I do that. Cody, right after Big Brother 22, on my all-time player list, I had a lot of recency bias. He was my number 2. I had him above everybody except for Dan. I don't feel that way anymore. After a lot of thinking and once we got a little bit further away from Big Brother 22, I kind of I don't want to say that Cody just got lucky. Cody is in my top 5 still, but he never, I don't know. It's so tough to rank. It's so tough once it's up there. But I don't think that Cody has that killer strategical instinct to make magic happen when there's nothing there that the other players I have above him do. I think Cody is the best physical player ever. I think he's a really good social player. But I think strategically, he's good, but he's not, I don't think he's great strategically. Thoughts on Austin from Big Brother 17? I did not like Austin when I watched Big Brother 17. I very much enjoy Austin, on a rewatch. I like Austin a bit more, And his blindside was awesome. Why won't CBS give a call to James Ryan? I think they might. Maybe someone else said that in the chat. I missed it. I'm missing so many messages. You put Cody at number 4 on your top players. I think I have. I'm really torn between number 4 and 5 for Cody for me. I don't know. I will make that video at some point. I do need to get through a few more winners first, winner videos, because I think that'll help me decide. Jen Johnson for all-time favorite pariah. Jen Johnson, I have so much respect for Jen Johnson. The amount of garbage that she was put through. And to be fair, she also probably didn't do much to help herself not be in that position, but she handled a lot of that stuff like a champ. Nick Uhas had a little brother. I look like Travis. That is hilarious. Thank you. Travis is a stud. I'm not a stud like Travis. Oh my God. I find myself quoting Austin's "Victims Aren't We All" speech. And I realize after I say it that nobody's going to understand what I'm saying, but I still say it anyways. I'll say it and then I'll be like, I kind of just sound like a little weirdo for saying that. Yeah, Big Brother 15, the actions of a few spoiled the entire game. The gameplay in 15 is actually good, but you cannot overlook everything that was talked about. Everything that happened in the season. It is a stain on the season that can't be overlooked. Thoughts on Howard from Big Brother 15? I wish he came back for a season. I think that he deserved a better cast to be on. But Big Brother is, they haven't invited anybody from 15 back, right? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think anyone, they like to forget about season 15. What are my thoughts on mega alliances? It's the winning move. Big Brother has been solved, and that's why Big Brother needs to do something to actually shake up the game. The wildcard comp, it was nice, but it was temporary and it wasn't game changing enough. Like, yeah, it saved Christian the first week. It had its place and it was fine and it wasn't too powerful. And I'm not saying I need some super powerful twist to be added, but something does need to happen to shake up the game because the game is solved right now. Andy's double eviction play to get out of Alyssa was incredible. I agree. I have seen the Travis video on Barstool Sports, and I think it's hilarious. I think it's so funny. Have you seen Nick Uhas's Big Brother videos? I have. I saw them like 6 years ago or something like that when they first came out. Top 10 best blind sides. I already made that video. Thoughts on Brett from Big Brother 20? I know people don't really care for Brett after the fact. I don't really know what he did. He was so funny on Big Brother 20. He was one of my favorites. I thought he was the funniest guy. Also, we're almost at the finale. We have just been speeding through this. Holy moly. Sorry, I was just reading a text. Thoughts on Big Brother 18? Big Brother 18, I think, is a great season. Well, okay, maybe great's an overstatement. I think Big Brother 18 is a good season. I enjoy Big Brother 18 a lot. And Big Brother 18 gets a lot of flack. And I don't actually understand why. But I think it has just been like lumped in with like the seasons of late. Like, you know, Big Brother 19, the first half of Big Brother 21, Big Brother 22 weren't the best seasons. And I think Big Brother 18 being in such close proximity and not being such a standout season like Big Brother 20 has caused a lot of people to kind of lump it in like, oh, we don't like Nicole and Nicole won the season. We don't really care for Paul. Paul came in second on the season. Like, I understand why some people don't really care for it, but I also feel like it is a good season. I did not know that Amanda was supposed to be on Big Brother 14. Oh, Big Brother 18? I did not know that. I want a Winners at War Big Brother. I think I'm going to make a video at some point and say like why a Big Brother Winners at War would just be the best thing ever because so many winners outside of the show have such animosity towards each other that it would never work. They would never agree to go on the show against each other. Andy and Evil Dick. Oh my God. It would never work. It would not. It would be such good feeds. That would be the best thing ever. I would watch that just for that. That would be so funny. How do you feel about an all family member season? Oh, I thought you meant like just like taking one family, like I don't know, the Gieslings, and being like, here you go. As a family, you'll play this game. I like you're saying like a Pauly Calfiore or like a Tiffany. Her last name wasn't Russo, was it? Maybe it was. You think Big Brother will ever do a first evicted season? No, I don't think they will. Big Brother Blood versus Water would be sick. All Stars 3 with David. Hell yeah. 7. I also have no idea what is happening in the Survivor episode. I just muted it like 40 minutes ago. It was too much for my head to comprehend. This would be our last season watching. You know, Big Brother has been on a trek of disappointment recently. I am sorry if this is the last season you ever watch. Hopefully next season. I do think, you know, if Big Brother has 2 more like mediocre seasons in a row, could be in trouble. Also, just so you guys know, I am going to watch this vote out of Survivor right now. I have no idea what happened. Tough. Thoughts on Frankie from Big Brother 16? Frankie from Big Brother 16 was a good player. I'll say it. A friend of yours hosts a game sort of like Big Brother where the HOH/Emperor puts 4 people up and then they compete for safety. Interesting concept. If Paul won Big Brother 18, you think it would have left a better taste in your mouth? I am undecided. Big Brother 18, I feel like that final two was the most equal final two that there's been in terms of like deservingness, maybe. I think Paul had both better strengths, like better highs and worse lows than Nicole did. I think they both played good. I think they were both deserving, and I don't think I would have been upset with either of them winning. I do remember my initial reaction to Nicole winning was happy. That was also a long time ago. Peridium, why did you make a second YouTube channel with a new name and not expect us to notice? Yep. Oh my God. I won against Josh, but I beat Josh. Let's go. Missouri. You really like this season. I'm glad that you like this season. If you like this season, like I am very happy for you. I didn't dislike this season, and I think the thing for me is that I had a lot of well, actually, I had no expectations going in. I set the bar super low, and then the first week was super good, and it never got back to what it was that first week. I don't know if we will ever get a first week like that. I think for me, I am very, confident in saying that this first week is my favorite of all time, and I don't think it will be topped for me. We'll be making more challenge content anytime soon. I promise I will. I don't know when, but I will have a challenge video come out at some point because I know people have been asking for that. I wasn't going to spill who got voted on Survivor. You guys can spill it. Thank you, Toy. Whoever has a problem with the season, you're questionable. I wouldn't go that far. You cannot like the season for other it. I do think what saves the season is that a lot of the players that were in the game were so much more likable than past seasons. So even having like a super powerful, like dominant alliance, like the Cookout, not to mention like the historicness of it all, definitely adds to it and helps it. But at the same time, it still was a steamroll. And my biggest qualm, I guess, not with the season, as like a whole, a lot of times us viewers, when there's a huge power alliance, we're always like, okay, let's just wait till like they kind of get rid of each other, and then it'll get exciting at like the final 6 when it's just them. And the unfortunate situation is that it never is. You get down to that point, and there are already fractures. There are already divisions made up. Normally, like 4 of each. So like in an alliance of 6 people, there's usually going to be like 1 or 2 people that kind of make themselves on the outs, whether they do something at like the final 7 or final 8. So even when we do get down to just the Cookout left, like that wasn't exciting for me to watch Tiffany and Hannah just be thrown to the wolves and just like that wasn't exciting for me. It doesn't take away from the fact that I'm excited for the Cookout. What they did was definitely historic, and I'm very happy for them, but it definitely wasn't the most exciting to watch it at certain times, if that makes sense. That Survivor episode was rough. Well, I'm glad I missed it all because I was talking to you guys. Did you know that Dan said hi to you on Twitch, and Jason Guy said hi to you on YouTube, and Janelle said hi to you on YouTube? That's exciting. I have never talked to any of them. Team Josh out. It's finale night. All right, this is the watch party. Everyone, tune in. I can't stream it, unfortunately. I'll get taken out immediately. But turn on your TVs. It's time. Big Brother, I'm going to stay here. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, Buke, thank you for coming along. It's unfortunate that you can't stay, but I do understand not wanting to get spoiled. Good night, Philly Dog. Good night, Azura. Or Azura, you may be staying. I don't really know. All right. See you, Kite Man. Yeah, they don't have a live audience. It's between DX and Tiffany for America's favorite. Yeah. They could bring so many people back from this season. That would be good returnees. I didn't even watch part 1. I just knew Xavier won it. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's the competition that they did in Big Brother 18. You go to Dare X, totally fine. Yeah, bring people back at some point. I could see Tiffany, Hannah, Claire, Derek X, even people like Christian, I could see come back. Kylan, they will never bring back. Unfortunately, I know he wants to. Also, for anyone that wants to, go and join the Discord. Invite's right there. Should bring you to the Discord. Welcome to the jungle. We talk Big Brother, Survivor, The Challenge, video games. Kind of just talk about everything in there, you know? We got a ton of sick emotes in there I spent a lot of time on. Join the jungle. It is a requirement. Just kidding. You don't have to. Oh, everyone, get your Athena 7s out there. Welcome. welcome. Oh, baby. Oh, we did just get quite a few people to join. Thank you. Oh, Fira, that's unofficially, you should, or officially, you probably should do your work. Unofficially, hell yeah. Thanks for sticking around. I can't live stream the Julia. What's going on? Welcome to the stream, Julia. It's my stepsister. Xander, I can't stream it. I'll get banned. They'll take me down. Secretly hoping X loses. I feel the same way. I just want excitement. Yo, thanks, Shadow. I appreciate it. How do you feel about winning Big Brother 24? I'll let you know next year. Yeah. I'm not going to say anything, but I will point out Shorks. hello. Shork's comments that he made in a Discord server that may or may not have just been sent. I'll send it one more time in case you missed it. I'm not saying anything is being streamed because that would not be good. Shout out Shork. Shork's the biggest streamer I know. He streamed with 1,000 viewers. Shout out Cheesy Nuts too, being basically the only moderator in here. I don't know if he's had to time out or ban people, but I'm sure he's done a great job. Oh, thanks, Al. I'm excited to see Big D participate in this part. Willie from Big Brother 14, let's go. Everyone's so nice. Let's go. It's on right now. Xander, I can't confirm or deny if it is on in the Discord in the jungle, but Julie Chen told you that. Thanks, Barack Obama. Oh, this is made for Big D. This is just a Mario part. Oh my gosh, Simon, it is that one. We lost it. Am I going to watch and tell us what you think? I'm in Alaska and won't be able to get the episode till tonight. Well, Ray Ray, do I have the solution for you? I heard a friend say that he knew somebody that could help you. When did I start watching Survivor? My first Survivor season I watched was Philippines, season 25. And then I went back and watched all the other seasons. Half a Scaramucci. Welcome, everybody. If you go down to the community hangout voice channel, this might be a good place for you to talk to other people. Maybe just kind of, listen along in there. Might just be a good idea, though, if you're unable to watch it right now. Oh my God, I can't wait to watch Big D participate in this one. I didn't even realize I forgot I was wearing my sex week shirt. Sorry. This is an 18+ stream. Welcome. So many people joining the jungle. This is great. I should have streamed more. I should have streamed like weeks ago. This is insane. Silly me. Hello, Romero. This cop is part 2. Excellent channel. Thank you, Romero. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming in, saying hello. I think part 3, if it's similar to how it's been in the past, it's Xavier's to lose. I don't know how well Ozzy knows the stuff. Oh my God, I'm so glad we're watching this episode. Big D is a real treat to watch in these comps. If Ozzy's been studied, like I just want a showdown. I just want a battle. I want something. Get off this damn slot machine. Yeah, people know each other in the Discord. What a small world. What you drinking? Water? Nah, I'm drinking some spiked punch, some Trulies. I am 22, so. I'm more excited for Survivor or Big Brother. Well, I typically do enjoy Big Brother more, but a good Survivor definitely has more good seasons, I think. Oh, that was kind of close. Yeah, Big D is the only person, if you guys don't know, to not win a single competition his entire stay in the house. Dr. Will, like part 1 and part 2 of the final HOH back then was like a little different, but Dr. Will won one of the parts. He competed in part 3. Derek F didn't win a single thing. He is Big Brother history maker. You guys are awesome. He did win 10K, so he won where it counts. That's pretty impressive. If Big D makes it to the end, it's a lot of money for not winning all season. Oh, for being the only one to go for it. Oh, Julie. I think Big D won 5K in another comp, but I could be wrong. True. It could be like a Steve versus Vanessa, but if Azah brings Xavier to the end, it won't be. But if Xavier wins, then we'll never know. God, that's going to be tough because if Xavier wins the final HOH, people are always going to say, oh, if Azah could have just won that competition, she could have made it to the end. And I don't know if I'm ready to hear that for the rest of the time. I didn't know that Davon said that. I haven't been keeping up with that. And I think if she's at peace with that, that's great for her. I mean, she had her journey. I mean, I have seen Davon tweet throughout the season, so I'm excited for her if she's come to peace with it. And like, I do think that like it should be stated like it really is a historic finale, regardless. Even though it's been like a given for the past few weeks, that shouldn't take away from the fact that we're gonna get our first black winner of Big Brother in like a mainline season. So even if Big D wins, like it's Big D's not gonna win, but that like it at least is something that even if you didn't like the season, it is something that like can at least be taken away and like implanted in Big Brother history. Like Cody winning last season, yeah, it was kind of boring, but like at least like I enjoy a winner for like if they can represent something or like bring something to the table. Somebody like I don't know, I just want a winner to like stand out in some sort of way. And I'm very happy that the winner this season will make history. So, can you imagine if we got to the like if Christian just won this season? No shade to Christian, but like imagine if he just comped his way through everything, survived the cookout. That would actually be very impressive on its own. I don't know. I'm excited to see somebody win. I'm ready for the season to crown somebody. I want Oz to win, but I also don't want Big T to win anything else. What's your favorite season? Big Brother All Stars. Fessy Tough. Everyone, get your Fessy Toughs out in the Discord if you're there. Big D. Come on, man. What if Tiffany turned on the cookout and never nominated Claire? That's a good what if. Tiffany goes next week. Tiffany didn't win Power. I'm pretty sure she still would have gone. I think it's tough, but I do think that Tiffany, like for her and for, what the cookout stood for, she didn't obviously make the right decision for that. I don't think keeping Claire, knowing what we know, would have changed anything. You've been watching for a while, Indigo. And this is your last, your last season. I hope you enjoyed the ride as much as you could, Big D. Big D, what are you doing, man? Definitely, yeah. Top 10 Big Brother moves, Big Brother history. Yeah, the spark is gone for me. Making this YouTube channel reinvigorated my love for Big Brother. I think I definitely think I was on a downward trajectory in terms of my love for Big Brother, but I've been revitalized. I've been given an outlet where I can talk about all the useless knowledge that I know of these shows, and people actually listen, which is insane. Big nose. That is the only thing that's like, I I want Big D to get to the end because I want to hear his speech so bad. Oh, I think that'll be funny. I think it might be worth it, guys and girls. Shoot, Jeff Probst, don't get mad at me, and everyone else. He cleaned the house twice. Starlight J, if you're listening, there are spoiler channels that you can make jokes about. Unless, just go to one of the spoiler channels. Oh, Vero, welcome once again. If it's a spoiler for the finale, definitely put it somewhere else because I wouldn't want to know that. My God, Big D, you are so. Oh. I cannot believe that Big D is going to talk himself out of second place. My God. Simon, that is true in theory, but A, I don't think Big D was thinking along those lines, and B, unfortunately for him, it's just not working out this time. Oh, make a joke about the challenge 37. I know that. You can put that in the challenge spoilers if you, but I understand like in the context of the situation. Dude, Xavier and Big D are just like polar opposites on the physical scale. It's actually so funny to see them next to each other. I cannot believe that. Oz might pick Xavier. Oh. Xavier's talking the truth right now. I agree with you, Chris. No. We don't know who's won the final HOH yet. It's between Ozza or Xavier, but Ozza's leaning towards taking Xavier instead of Big D. I think Big Brother 21, after I think it was day 42, but it might be like day 41 or something, is a great season. But it is so stained in the public eye. Granted, it's the worst pre-jury in my opinion. But after, I think it's one of the better post-juries. But people have their negative, like the season as a whole always has like a negative aura surrounding it, and that definitely affects people's opinions on it. Day 44, that's what it was. Here's the thing, Gaga. Ozza knows that she won't be next, but she still just doesn't want to bring DF. All right, that Big D confessional, that might just be my favorite confessional of the season. My God, that's so funny to me. If you get on BB23, you're going to streak around the house. I promise if I ever get on Big Brother, I am not streaking. That is not something I'm going to do. Okay, here's the thing with Big D, and I know a lot of people aren't going to like this. The way that I feel about Josh now, I can see myself feeling about Big D in like 3 or 4 years. Like, it's like if you just look at him as comic relief, and it's just like, imagine if Big D wins, then I'll definitely be like a Josh. I'll have to make an emote of him in my Discord. Oh, a jury segment with Kylan. Oh my God, Kylan. I like most of the cast, including Tommy, but with people like Jake, it ruined the season. Wait, what season? Oh, Jack. Oh, you're talking about Big Brother 21. Okay. So here's an idea that my wonderful moderator, Cheesy Nods, thought of. And I heard another person that made a Big Brother video. He kind of fleshed upon it more, but it's making a bounty system. Basically, depending on like events that happen in the house, like if you win a everyone has monetary value associated to them. It starts at 0 for everybody, or it starts at like 1,000. Every time you win a competition, your bounty goes up. Every time you like survive, like you go the week without being nominated, more money goes to your bounty. And as an HOH, if you take out somebody, you get half of their bounty in cash, and the other half is added to your own bounty. So there is a monetary incentive to go after certain people, especially the people that are surviving off the block the longest, that are not having to make moves because they're just accumulating so much money that eventually if they become too, desirable of a target because they've got such a high on that cash. You go on Big Brother because you want to win money. Like, yeah, I want to go on Big Brother because I think the game's cool. I also want to win a shitload of money, So you got someone, I got my best pal in there, but he's got a $20,000 bounty on it. I know if I take him out under my HOH, I get $10,000 cash. That's some incentive for me to turn on my allies, Oh, thank you, Simon. But I do think that like at first when, Cheesy Nas told me, I was a little skeptical on the idea because I thought it was too much, but now I'm fully on board with it now because it does exactly what it needs to do. It has people get it, like it has the people that are in power that are steamrolling the season. It gives other players and like also those players incentive to go after them. And it's like we know that CBS has the money now. Like they just upped all of the prize monies for everything. Johnny, I kind of like that. Oh, Big D's a Joker too, Brittany. Don't leave out Big D. I don't think this season is worse than Big Brother 22. I also don't know if recency bias is still affecting me, but Big Brother 22 is one of my. I have Big Brother 22 maybe at my bottom season. Yeah, you guys know that Kyle was on The Price is Right? I thought that was so funny. Yeah, the jury segment's on. I don't know if I have Big Brother 22 as my bottom, but it is definitely in my bottom. That season just defeated me. Big boring 22. Oh my god, he's gonna talk about. He didn't bring it up. Simon, I think I agree with that. Like I have it in like that like lower mid season or like a high low season. Frenchie literally saved the season from being like a bottom tier season in terms of like how the game played out in terms of the game. Because there's a lot more to it than just like, oh, the game was boring, so therefore it's not a good season. I didn't even know that actually had 3 meters to his name, but yeah, that makes sense. They do respect Xavier a lot. Chris, it's very fair to have it over those seasons. We don't know who the final HOH is yet. That hasn't happened. It'll probably happen in like 25, 30 minutes. It'll probably happen after this segment. Not having to make big moves is great for your strategy. This season did have really great personalities. I genuinely think that there were very few duds on this cast. And I do think that the duds that there may have been were kind of taken out earlier rather than later. Everyone had a personality. Everybody had their like characteristics that made them stand out. Did I like Tiffany's gameplay? I love Tiffany's gameplay. Oh, Claire's got a rocking outfit. I like that. I like that. I like the color. I know a lot of people who got crushes on Claire. Oh, Derek X, you slide dog. That was funny. Yeah, cheesy Nas. It could be anybody that's crushing on Claire. What would I rank X as a winner if he wins? Again, I don't really know, but I'm gonna have X below Steve. That's all I know. That's the only comparison that I've been thinking about. And I don't have Steve. I have Steve probably close to the bottom part of my top 10. So I'd probably have Xavier like very close to middle. Oh, Hannah, you're so right. Where would Big D rank if he wins? With my hand held high, I can confirm Big D would rank as my bottom winner of all time. But he'd be in like the top 5. I don't. Kyland is. It's tough. I really liked Kyland in the beginning. I love watching Kyland. Kylan kind of like went off the crazy end, like Sam from Big Brother 20. Dude, he did. Kylan went from such a favorite. If Kylan. Oh, America's phone. If Kylan. Well, actually, Kylan did kind of do a few things to make people not super stoked about him. Kylan was a power player. Kylan. If Kylan could have convinced Xavier and Derek F to keep him at Final Four and Kylan won the season, I would rank Kylan as a higher winner than Xavier right now without doing more like research. I think Kylan played a strong game, especially in the beginning. Like he did exactly what he needed to do. But then he kind of did the same thing again when he was HOH the second time and like the third time. Like it just X below Josh. In my heart, yes. In gameplay, probably not. Definitely not. You got to understand that, like, in my heart, there are very few people that could be above Josh. The list is very small. Anthony Scaramucci. Ovi is tied. I love Ovi. And that's it. I don't even talk about, like, how much I like Ovi. I think Ovi is just, like, the sweetest person to play Big Brother. How would I rank the members of the Cookout as far as players? I would think, I don't know, like ranking them in order. Actually, that's be a top 5 winner to be above Josh for me. That's true, Simon. You're right. Yeah, it's hard to like. I read something on Reddit. I'm sure some of you guys read it too, where it was like someone was like listing out how like Kylan showed the same traits as like sociopaths or something, and it made sense when they were saying it on the Reddit post. Oh my god, Vita, that is the best thing you could have said to me. I'm honored. Oh my god, Ovi's girlfriend Hannah is awesome. She's always like involved in stuff. But But yeah, how would I rate the members of the cookout? I don't know, because I think there is an argument for. Well, here it depends. I think Kylan played the strongest game for a while. I think Tiffany played the strongest game for a while. I think X played the strongest game when it mattered the most. I think Hannah actually, week 4. I think it was week 4. Convinced Christian did not put her up after they were so dead set on sending her out, and they're like, "Oh no, it's fine. We're actually not going to go for Hannah." I think they maybe still put her up. I don't remember. It's been a while, but they were just like, "All right, we're not going for Hannah anymore," because Hannah talked them out of it. Like, that was a really good move from Hannah. Hannah also played, and then you got Ozza and DX at the bottom. I personally think that Kylan did play good at part. I think Kylan was in the best position starting at the merge for players in the cookout. And then he won HOH and ruined it for himself. Oh, part 3 time. Oh my God, I would kill for a Big Brother reunion. I struggled when it got later. Oh, I don't know who I want. I guess I want Ozza because there's a chance, but she's going to take Xavier. I know it. It's not going to matter. Xavier's going to win. Here we go, though. I love Ozza's. Is that a dress? Whatever it is, I think it looks pretty cool. Oh, Big D is flying out right now. My guy. Looking like Josh out here. Stud. I cannot believe Big D convinced Ozza to not take him. Oh my God, if that happens. That's true. I think she was nominated 4 times. I don't fucking know this stuff. I think she was nominated 4 times. 3 just seems too low. There was a lot of complaining from Brittany in the beginning of the season. It seemed like more than 3 weeks worth. Oh my God, Ozza. No. Oh my God, Ozza. You did not have to just crush me immediately. Well, we'll get to watch the Big D jury speech. Okay, DX's picture is hilarious. That's true. That's false. I think it's B. I'm also behind some of you guys, so. Wow, Air Tempest, we just said the exact same thing. Yeah, the same answer doesn't matter. That's what I thought. Bro, I'd be killing this shit. I'm just kidding. It's so easy to say that on the sidelines as I've watched the feeds or that sort of thing. Oh, Pavo, I appreciate you listening to my commentary as you bake. I hope what you're baking is scrumptious. Brittany grew on me a lot after she left. Once she won the veto, I was happy for her. Second best. Oh my god, I wouldn't know. Fell after Kyle. I wouldn't know a single one of these. I don't even know what a Wheel of Time was. That's what I get for not watching these episodes all the time. Oh my god, I'm the exact same way. I've always follow along, but I don't watch some of the episodes. I just don't feel the need sometimes. Streaking is so beneficial for young straight white guys. Wait, Claire won a veto? Did she? I don't even remember when she won a veto. You're probably right. I just don't remember when. God, awesome. Why couldn't you just got that first one right? It was about Brittany. That's your best friend. We're going to need some Steve and Vanessa shenanigans right now. Xavier, get it wrong. Asa, get it right. Come down to the last question. I think it's B. She received 2. Yeah. What about Christian being cut in half? Did I say that Christian was cut in half? I knew Xavier was going to go. It was so freaking. These questions just. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's not C. I have no idea what fetal comp she played in. I guess it doesn't matter. They both answered A. That's probably right. Tough. I will say, oh my god, I have no idea how to rank Xavier as a winner. This is so weird. Oh. He just fell into so many good positions. I think it's A. Yeah, it's definitely A. That's tough. Asa, you couldn't have just gotten that first question right. This is such a boring HOH to watch because she's down 1 the whole time. This is exactly what happened last season. Nicole got the first one wrong, and then they both got every other one right. My hair's messed up. I'm fussing. fussing. That's tough. Oh, you see Xavier's face when they brought up Kylan? He was like, I understand. That's true. Wait, yeah. Oh, come on. Also, just go with A or some garbage. Don't press C. Fuck! That sucks. Yeah, Xavier won. Xavier's got to know he just won, big brother. He's gonna evict Asa. All right, hear me out. I hate the new Final Three format. I love the idea that Part 3 is a crapshoot. I love it. I like that you can't necessarily like win your way out with a guarantee. I love Part 3 being a crapshoot. I don't like that you can study for it now. Oh my god! If Xavier wins 9-0, I want Big D to get a vote. I would love for Big D to get a vote. I wasn't too high on Xavier preseason. I thought that he would just like his presence is very like Xavier is a very fit guy. And like knowing going into it that he was going to lie about his profession, like not that lying about your profession is this really hard thing to get like to do, but it's something that you got to keep up with the whole time. And like we saw, like with the lawyer thing, everyone joked around that he was a lawyer, and he was. Like I wasn't the highest on Xavier going into it, but people did call it out early on that, oh my God, Xavier's just going to be in the best position and then win out. And who was the final 5 HLH? Oh, Asa. Yeah, well, X now goes into my endgame competition video. He adds the majority. He had 3 endgame comps, I think. Because I think Kyland also had 3. Kylan had the first 3. Xavier had 3, and Asa had 1. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm happy because now I do get to listen to Big D's final speech. It's tough that Big D, gets rewarded, but it's great because for people that do like runner-up rankings, you got a new bottom one. I just like this. I'm pretty sure this played the exact same way as last season's did. Last season, Cody got every single one right. Nicole got every single one right except the first one. The whole time. This played out identical to last season, which is boring. God. Josh would have won that. Without a doubt. I am going to agree with Zachary. As I was saying before, you straight up put $10 on a woman. I didn't even consider I really wanted Tiffany to win. I mean, I really wanted Tiffany to win. And then I really wanted Hannah to win. And then I would have been okay with Kylan winning until Kylan kind of went off the deep end. And then, like, he got evicted, and I was like, okay, like, maybe it's kind of cool that Kylan got evicted. Then I wanted Oz. It's not that I don't know. I don't know what, like, Xavier is a very likable person. I think I just like when the road isn't so clear. I like a rocky path to the finish. I like a little bit of zest. I like a little bit of, a little tumultuous positioning. You're not always safe. Maybe you do got to win this veto to get to the end. Maybe you do got to make a power move. And it's like, I guess Xavier did kind of do those things, but it's better to watch the underdogs do that, I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, like Xavier's the most deserving of the people that were left. I do crave a dramatic finish. And we had 3 seasons in a row where it came down to the last vote, and I didn't realize what I had until it was gone. Oh my God, Big D looks so scared. Oh my God, Big D is breathing so hard. This is so funny. Yes, Sam, if you're listening, when Big D said my brother, I just thought of your clip with Stewie. I agree, winner. I can't believe it. I mean, good for Xavier. Like, good for him. I'm not upset that Xavier won the season. Like, it's not like, oh my God, I hate Xavier. He's the worst. Like, no, like I think it's fine that Xavier wins. Now you guys know that I open up these with my teeth. It's like we're friends. You guys know, learning so much about Ethanamil today. Big D is literally about to pass out. My man is doing exact. I don't know how everyone is always like seeming so calm up there. I'm up there at any point. My heart's pounding out of my chest. I'm breathing through a ventilator. Like, I'm not going to be doing well. Big D is exactly how I would be in that spot. I would be like, I would be dying. That's tough. Oh, Big D. My God, this is a recreation of Enzo and Cody last season. That's exactly what Cody said to Enzo. I told you I got you. This is the same season. Except they're not all-stars. My God, Big D earned his way to this spot. Best endgame competitor of all time. Big Derek Frazier. Yeah, do you think he's related to Brendan Frazier? Oh. That hurts to hear. Either way, a bald man is winning for the first time in Big. What a historic night! We're gonna get our first bald winner. Oh my God, Ozzy, are you sure? Big D's about to walk out with some money. Big D's about to walk out with 90K. Big D is about to be the person. This actually, how do I say this? of all one-time players that haven't won, Big D is going to be the richest in terms of what they won. Big D, I believe, is the second highest earnings of a non-winner in Big Brother history, with Paul being the first. Ozzy, you would have beaten Big D. There's not a chance you lose. And if you do, that would have been a final two of the ages. Oh, I wish we'd have that final two so bad. That would have been so funny to talk about. Oh, my winner video would have been so much easier to make. It would have been like 12 minutes. Oh, and now Xavier's is going to be like 27 minutes or something. All right. I hope you guys. Sorry about that. I hope you guys are interested in Xavier video and kind of seeing how he got to the end, because that's most likely what's going to happen unless Big D pulls out the win. That's true. Dr. Will could never. Oh, that's true. Josh from Big Brother 1 got 100K. You're totally right. Thank you for correcting me, Cody. Cody, that's funny. Like, not too long ago, I was working with someone that was named Cody that spelled their name the same way as you. I'm like, dang, I've never seen someone spell their name the same way like that. Now you're the second, unless you're the same guy. You work at IBM, Cody? Oh my God, Julie Chen Moonves. My God. God has, I don't understand. Like, nothing against, well, God, I'm Christian, but is Julie ad-libbing all of this Christian speak, this Christian tongue? I don't understand. Like, it just feels very out of place for Big Brother. And again, I have no problem. I'm just, it's a little quizzical, the timing and the consistency that Julie Chen Moonves has been bringing up. Oh, you said grace because you're a child of God, aren't you? Like, what the heck? Who says that? How are you going to put Claire on the spot like that? That's so funny. Like, Claire just had to awkwardly be like, oh, yeah, yeah. It's just so weird. If I get evicted and I'm feeling down about myself, and I'm like, oh, man, like, I've been wanting to go on a Big Brother for literally like over a decade. And, well, that's not true. But, like, I've been wanting to go on for so long. And I just had my dream crushed. And I'm sitting here talking to Julie, and she's like, you're a child of God, aren't you? How am I going to respond to that? I'm going to be like, what the fuck, Julie? I just got evicted. Why don't we talk about me? All right? Talk about me for a minute. You don't know me, Julie Chen Moonves. I don't know. It's so weird. Oh my God, Arissa Cox, S tier host. Arissa Cox is amazing. Oh my God, I love Arissa Cox. My God, she probably will. Simon, that actually would be a justifiable reason. Like, that actually makes sense. All right. Try not to leave. I'm going to go take a quick bathroom break. I'll be back in a minute and a half. I'm back, bitches. Oh, you could actually hear that. How funny. Howdy. This has been so much fun. I have heavily enjoyed this. Ali, welcome. Ali? Is it Ali or is it Ali? I don't want to get that wrong. Yeah, no one's won yet, but we're getting close. Close to the end. Dude, oh my God. Imagine. Stewie's sleeping right now. For those of you guys who know Stewie, it's literally probably two of you. Dude, Stewie would just be drooling to the numbers that I'm pulling tonight. It's nuts. I'm glad I didn't do this on Twitch. I definitely would not have had so many people here that I've been able to like talk to. This is not. I literally came into this expecting to like, I was going to be like content with however many people. I was like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're not like a live coverage channel. Maybe we'll pull like 15 or 20 viewers, but you guys have just knocked it out of the park. Thank you so much. Oh my God, Simon, I forgot about Christy. We almost didn't get Claire. We can get to America's favorite after we get through Derek F's speech. Also, you know, obviously you don't have to. Hold on a second. Ooh, I missed this Big Brother music. If those of you who have Twitch would want to follow me on Twitch, I may stream at some point. It probably wouldn't be Big Brother related or Survivor. I'll probably save those for the YouTube. But if you ever wanted to follow the Twitch, I'm very open to new friends. Derek. Oh, the first African American winner is a big deal. It definitely took too long, but like I'm very happy that it's finally happening. It's overdue, but it's very, very well deserved. Cookout may be one of the best alliances of all time. I mean, obviously they got to the final six together, but follow the Twitch. Woo! I'll send the link one more time because I'm a greedy boy. You missed it. Can we get a rapper to win Big Brother? Yeah, we're air temperature totally right, but we were talking like mainline Big Brother. Oh, Kylan. I hate that they're pre-scripted questions. I'm so ready for a big D answers. Shoot, X is owning his game like a good final two-ist should do. Dang it. Dig into him. Thanks for the Twitch follows, by the way. Those who followed. Big D. I started the cookout. Oh, Big D. Big D about to pull a Josh Deluxe, if you want to call it. He's going to win 6-3. You heard it here first. That's not looking good if they're laughing. Everyone laughed at Enzo's jury answers last season, and Enzo got no votes. Not looking good for DF. Dude, X is having good answers. This actually, I think, now that I'm actually here, I think this is a 9-0. I think Carlin votes for Xavier. Brittany could vote for Big D as the Joker. They're going to win 50-0. Hell yeah. They're seriously dragging Derek F. Oh my God, how is there 50 more minutes of this? We're already at jury questions. What could they possibly talk about for so long? They don't like Big D. Oh my God, and he's talking like with a smile, saying he's got a blind. He's got every single vote. It's a lock. I like Claire's earrings. Dude, like this X is like what makes it so hard for me to rank him because he can play so good and talk with such confident composure that could convince me that he's a top winner of the game. He literally is a lawyer. That is true. He is. Shoot, I didn't consider that. I think Big D will come to terms with his role in the season and kind of I don't think he'll live up to it. You know that you've lost when you start hyping up like the person you're next to, like, oh, like, I was doing what was best for us, like, I was doing stuff for Xavier, like you've already lost at that point if part of your argument is saying that you did stuff like for the other person. Winner, I'm gonna have to agree with you. Nino is my new guess. 8-1 could happen. I think Brittany could vote for Big D. I put in the work. Oh my god, he's such a. Oh, I'm glad we didn't get into Ozzy Xavier because I loved hearing the DF stuff. I would have loved Ozzy to be a PM though. Yeah, at the end of the day, this final two is BB22 esque. I don't know if I would. Maybe I forgot about Gina Marie. He's giving Gina Marie a run for her money. I'll say that. Oh my god! Actually, is pulling out the damn faces. I didn't even think about that, but you're right. Oh, commercial break. Oh. Okay, so if we think about this, I think X is probably the third best representative of the season to win. Depends on how you look at the season. It also depends on what you want from the season. In terms of like wanting the cookout to win, having a black person win for the first time in mainline Big Brother history, I think Xavier has a good argument for being this like the number 2 or the number 1 best pick. I'm still personally going to put Tiffany up there. I do think Xavier played slightly better than Hannah, so I would probably put him above there. But in terms of like the season of the whole, actually, I guess it would probably be the same because, I mean, having Derek X win the season, it doesn't matter that the cookout was there. I think every season, every group of players, regardless of, mega alliances or like going for it in all black final 6 as like the cookout did, I don't think it necessarily mattered that that's the situation Derek X was put in. I think Derek X is getting taken out there most seasons. I think most people can, especially these people in the house that are only around each other, they don't have other distractions. I think everyone there realizes, holy shit, everybody loves Derek X. I don't think anyone in there is going to let Derek X get very far, regardless of motivations that they would have for their own game. I think that Derek X just stands out as oh my God, this is one of the most likable guys on the show that we've seen. He saved himself week 1, put himself in a great position for like the weeks 3 through 6, 3 through 5, that sort of thing. Like this guy turned it around like that. He wins when he needs to. He's out in front. He's not hiding behind anybody. Like I think everyone's going to take Derek X out at some point, regardless of the season. And I do like Xavier is like he was a part of all the like Xavier won HOH week 3. I do think that Xavier is a very both a deserving winner and a good representative of the season. I just think that there maybe could have been a better representative, but Xavier's the one in there winning the competitions, making it to the end. I'm just out here sometimes watching the episodes. But I do think that Xavier is a good representative of. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm very open with my opinion of I would have much preferred Tiffany to win, or even Hannah. Yeah, way too many commercials. I agree. There's a lot more. I don't want to say like downsides to Xavier's game than I realized, but a lot more things that I thought Xavier had covered throughout his game that maybe he actually wasn't so on top of. This is all just from me listening to Taron Armstrong's rundown of Xavier's game. But like, here's the thing: I think Xavier is a good player. I think that this season, though, he wasn't tested at certain points because a few things kind of fell in his lap. We didn't see it, but it did fall in his lap that Azza was just going to take him to the final two. It was Big D's doing that changed Azza's mind to bring Xavier to the end. It wasn't anything Xavier actively did. Also, it helped that Azza had a crush on him. So, like, there are certain things to Xavier's game that he had good gameplay, but a lot of his good fortune came to things that he didn't pursue. Like, he was not pushing Azza as hard as he should have to bring him to the end. He lucked into that. It didn't end up mattering, but it's still something that I need to consider when thinking about what score I would give him when I do his winner video, kind of where I would place him on my winner rankings because of that. That's the thing. I think Xavier's game is very overrated. But I also think that Xavier is a good player regardless of it. He happened to luck into it. I don't know if he would have been able to get there without lucking into it, but I don't know if he would have been evicted. Like, that's the thing. I don't know. So it's a lot of this ranking that I'm doing is based off of the confidence that I have with Xavier. I have a lot of confidence with him, but he did lack at times in kind of pushing himself to make like a move or to talk to a certain person when he needed to. And he kind of got lucky that it ended up working out for him anyways. It's tough. And like, this is the thing. Like, I don't think I'll be able to have some sort of like concrete statement about Xavier's game that everyone's going to agree with. And that's kind of something that's what keeps me able to make these like videos and stuff, is that there's no definitive answer. Everyone has their own takes. Everyone has their own ideas as to how someone played or how they may rank. And that's what keeps this stuff alive, because we can keep having conversations about it. So I'm excited to have these conversations about Xavier because it's going to happen. Oh, Big D, you cannot say that and expect to win. You cannot say this man deserves it as much as me. Actually, another thing about it, this man deserves it as much as I do. That's pretty sick, actually, when you don't deserve it. Vera, I'm pretty sure they made it a Canada vote, but I could be wrong. Oh, actually, I have no idea. BB Canada had someone quit and they gave the vote to Canada, but I don't know if someone just quit right now. That'd be insane. That'd be so sick to see. Xavier was nominated 5 times. That ties the record with Steve, Rachel, and Morgan from Over the Top for most nominations to win. I mean, Ramsey left the game due to good reason. Like, I don't know. Oh my God, Big D's gonna win. It's gonna happen. Come on, Big D. Pull out your inner Derek Lavasser and win this. Just kidding. I don't want that to happen. Oh, this has been so much fun. Thank you. I'm gonna keep saying thank you guys because oh my God, Jeff is man. I'm pulling a Jeff Probst right now. I'm saying come on in, guys, right now. Thank you, everyone, for coming. My God, what a brave statement by Brittany. I am voting for the person that I think played the best overall game. How different from everyone. I don't mean to throw shade. Just having a laugh because none of this matters. Xavier's going to win. Oh my God, Derek X voted for Derek F. Man, you guys are way ahead of me. I'm at Sarah Beth's vote right now, and you're telling me what Hannah's saying? All right, Sarah Beth voted for Xavier. I have to think too much about what Claire just said. Proven wrong. I have to think. I hope it's a dig at Big D, whatever it means. Alyssa didn't vote for Big D. I don't know why she said that. There's no way. It's probably an I know. That's tough. Oh my God, Kylan did not bring this up again. There is no way. Kylan. Oh my God. Kylan's nuts. Ah, Asa. That's funny. I really no, Al. I was thinking the exact same thing. Travis is coming back, baby. King Travis. What are the mommies at? Oh my God. It is actually. Oh my God. I was so tired of Frenchie's antics in the beginning of the season. And I will say right now, Frenchie made this season. Frenchie put this season a tier higher because it was just such a good first week. I have never been so invested and had such high hopes for a season after a first week, including Big Brother 20, which, rest in peace, Summer of Steve. But that was also a very exciting one, but it wasn't Frenchie levels of chaotic. It is kind of tough that he got evicted right after. That definitely would have helped with the chaos, but I was kind of ready to see Frenchie go at the time, but I miss him now. Kylan definitely voted Big D. There's not a chance after that speech he voted for X. I cannot believe, I probably will talk about this in my next video. I cannot believe that Kylan, not only after his eviction speech that he already gave, of calling out Xavier and being like, oh, like stuff about your nephew, or like your nephew can't like look up to you. I thought you were trying to be a good role model. Like garbage like that. I can't believe he brought that up again, saying like, for all the kids that are watching at home, it's obviously referencing this. It's like, oh, there's stuff that's more important than money. I can't believe, like, here's the thing. I can believe he's still hung up on that. I can't believe he's so feeling cool to say it, like good to say it. I don't understand. It's Kylan, you are a character. We gonna see a fight? No, there's no way. Xavier is so well composed. He would never let his. I don't think Kylan would let his emotions, or excuse me, Xavier would let his emotions get the better of him. Although after he wins, I mean, he's already won. All bets are off. They can't kick him off the show then. Frenchie, those were the wildest cheese I've ever seen. Like, I'd like to issue a public apology for bashing Frenchie so bad in my worst first HOHs video, because he made the season in the beginning so glorious. Like, oh. Oh my God, Christian about to propose on Zoom. You're damn right he is. Also, hold on a second. Why did I close this out earlier? Oh, I didn't. If you're new here, feel free to join the Discord, join the jungle. We talk about all sorts of things. We got a huge community in there now. We talk about Big Brother. We talk about other reality shows like Survivor, The Challenge. We talk about video games. We talk about anything. There's so many channels in this Discord channel. Definitely feel free to join if you haven't already. It's a fun time. Cheesy Nas can confirm the Discord is amazing. Yeah, we got 2 new animals in the jungle. Welcome. Check out the emotes in the Discord. I think they're some of the best emotes on Discord. Oh my God, I forgot to give you all welcomes. My apology. Ethana 7 for every new animal in the jungle. Hey, I'm glad you like the emotes. Yeah, you guys are so awesome. Thank you. Thank God that I'm streaming. You guys, I'm able to look at all of like the messages. I haven't even been realizing how long these commercial breaks have been. They have been so long. Hey, shout out to her mom, her dad, and her grandma. Someone just said that in the Discord. They joined, so I gave them their shout out. Davuk? I'm the worst with pronunciation. I'm so sorry. We need some cachet for the challenge. Yeah, there you go. No problem. I forgot about Brent. Oh my god. Oh, what's up, Wesley? Yeah, Melvin Gordon. It's a shame he left, but he was great. His ex being a lawyer? It totally might. That would be so fun. He may have already admitted it. I don't remember. Oh my god, yeah, BB20. That was the most rushed finale. That was so hard to watch. Christian does bring up a good point where because of the fact that they were playing for the bigger picture, it made it be able to become like the most successful alliance because they were playing for each other as a group as a whole, and that is what makes an alliance work. So I think there genuinely is an argument for the Cookout being the best alliance in Big Brother. It's a conversation for another video, of course, but the Cookout worked so well because of what it stood for. And because of that, they were a great alliance to make it to the end. Oh, Brent didn't even get a whiff of the Cookout. Wait, did Frenchie actually just yell "what the fuck" on the Zoom call, but it was muted? I just got a text from my friend saying that he yelled that. When are they announcing the winner? Probably in like 10 minutes. They're going to do everything. They're probably going to announce Celebrity Big Brother before the winner. No, they'll probably announce that at the end. But yeah, Celebrity Big Brother 3, they're keeping my job in check. Now I got another few months when Celebrity Big Brother comes up. You know, hopefully it's Celebrity Big Brother All-Stars and Anthony Scaramucci comes back. Brent did have, I don't know if I could say he had a worse fall because Frenchie's fall was so high up, but Brent surely followed the fall. He walked up the same mountain that Frenchie did before they fell. Aw, I love the Derek X Travis bromance. I love that. Hi guys, it is Xavier versus Big D in the final two. They already voted. We're just waiting for them to reveal the vote. They're gonna talk about them being a lawyer. Oh, what could it be? What is Big D standing up for? What is he doing? They didn't even bring up Xavier being a lawyer. What? Yeah, I guess we got played. Oh, Wesley, I thought you said if Big D, not Baby D. I was about to be like, dang, welcome to this chat. Most of us are going to disagree with you. Next commercial break, I'm going to go to the bathroom again, but then I'll be back. We'll reveal the winner. We'll kind of conclude, talk about it after the fact, tiny bit, and then we'll Ethan 7 out. So good thing I wasn't in that final two with Big D. I had no idea who Smoking Joe Frazier was before this. I would have just been like, who's that? I would have pretended to be hyped, but name dropping Frankie Grande. That's kind of funny. Al, you're totally right. I mean Shork. I mean Mickey. I mean Mickey is one of my favorite things to come out of Big Brother. Like that's so funny. Jackson. I mean Mickey. This is gonna be funny. This is pretty fun. You have to admit, this is a fun segment. It actually took. Yeah, I think you're right. It may have been closer. Holy shit! They're spending so much time on this. Dude, I'm gonna need this to go to commercial. I got a pee soon. Oh. That was a really sweet Britney segment. I really enjoyed that. Kylan's gonna tell everyone that he was on the Prices right now to follow up. Oh. Oh. Kylan segment. Kylan, you're kind of. Wow, what a way to own up to what you said. Great job, Kylan. What is Julie? Julie Chen asked Xavier to talk, and then Xavier said, like, talked about his nephew. Julie Chen's like, okay. Julie, what are you doing? What? Oh my God, Julie Chen, you confuse me. Oh my God, is Xavier gonna watch the clip and be like, "Oh, Kylan, I understand now. You were right." No, the clip is so obviously favored against Kylan. I can't describe how good it was that there wasn't a battle back this season. Like, a battle back would not have helped the season in the slightest because A, it would just be that person kind of like messing. Like, the cookout already had it on lock regardless. The person that was coming back was going to go home, and I think it was important just to have the cookout get to the final six and for it to just be a final six. I can't say battle backs ruin every season because Johnny Mac coming back for Big Brother 17 very much helped the season, I believe. It kept the structure that the season was going towards intact. Johnny Mac goes, it could end up in a steamroll. Where the fuck is it? All this money is coming from that season of Survivor that they didn't air. They got a season of Survivor to not air. They didn't have to give away the $1 million or the production. I just look back to my screen and I just see Big D's butt in his jeans just pointed at us. But all the money is coming from the money they saved from not filming Survivor last season. They took the $1 million prize money and just dispersed it. Also, I saw a post this week. So this is the most money that Big Brother has ever paid out a season of people. And it comes out to, I think, like $1,065,000. And it's kind of nuts that, like, the winner of Survivor basically just makes that much money. And the entire cast of Big Brother 23, which is the highest paid cast. Actually, that's not true. Big Brother 22 each got $40K in the stipend. So everything I'm saying is kind of not true. But I would say that most of the time, actually, I don't know if I would say most of the times. I feel that Big Brother 17, Big Brother 18 twice, Big Brother 19, and Big Brother 21 preseason. Yeah, and Big Brother 21. I think that all four of those battle backs actively contributed to the season. Scotty coming back in Big Brother 20, that didn't do shit. That didn't do anything. Nicole coming back in Big Brother 16, that didn't do shit either. Judd coming back in Big Brother 15 did a little bit, but I didn't really care. Brendan coming back in Big Brother 13 didn't really do anything. Brendan coming back in Big Brother 13 saved Rachel. Rachel may go home that week if Brendan doesn't come back. So that actually does change the season a ton. Sharon, Big Brother 9, that changes a lot. Amy in Big Brother 3, Amy made it far. Kaser didn't actually change much in Big Brother 6, but it was cool. I'm actually, now that I've kind of thought about all of the battle backs, I'm on board for battle backs. Like, when you really think about it, there's only a few that didn't actually, like, change things. And I feel that, like, the seasons that it does change, like, I loved Victor on Big Brother 18. Like, the battle back, I enjoyed Victor coming back. I loved Johnny Mac coming back. Cody coming back at least kept the pre-jury at Big Brother 19 interesting. It still kept it a battle. Cliff coming back gave the Cliff and Nicole duo a chance of actually making it. Once they made it to the final four, I know a lot of people don't care for Cliff. I like Cliff. Granted, I would have loved for Ovi to come back, David to come back, Kemi to come back. Cliff at the time I thought was the least interesting. But I actually enjoy the battle backs now that I think about it. I think the idea of a battle back, I think it's good that they've kind of strayed away from doing it all the time now because it was a given and people were preparing for it every season. So the fact that there hasn't been a standard battle back in the past 3 seasons now, I think is great because the next time they introduce it, it's going to be sort of like a bigger thing. Like, oh, a jury battle back hasn't happened since Big Brother 20 in the jury phase. A what if for battle back videos. I like that. A specific what if. Okay, I kind of like that idea. It was ridiculous that Victor was able to come back. Also, all right, here we go. I got a lot. I don't know. I don't need to block out the chat. I know Xavier's going to win, but I do want to see Kylan's vote for Big D. Johnny Mac did come back in a better position than he left. He's one of the only times. Oh, yeah, that's Asian. Why did they start with Brittany? I wanted to see Kylan's vote. It's going to be 5-0. Congratulations, Xavier. Good for Xavier. You know, I will never say. Okay, maybe I can't say that. I think it's great. Xavier deserved that win. Given the people that were left at like the final 4, final 3. I am excited to make my winner video about Xavier. I pre-jury battle backs totally because a lot of times people in the pre-jury go home for the littlest of reasons. I'm happy for Xavier. He earned it. I do think he did earn his way to the end. I don't know the vote exactly yet. That's a great moment, Xavier looking at like his family and friends. That's a great moment. All right, we're probably gonna end it not too soon after, or like not too after they reveal America's favorite house guest. I think I've said a lot this stream. This has been 3 hours of me just talking, and I couldn't be happier to do this. Thank you so much, everybody. This has been awesome. But this has really been a great. People have their qualms with the season, but I'm not leaving this season with a bad taste in my mouth. You know, I'm leaving this season happy, not only for like what I've been able to do. Like I've definitely been able to talk a lot of Big Brother, and you guys all listen. But for the season as a whole, like I'm leaving this season with a good taste in my mouth, and it's Big Brother 22 didn't necessarily do that for me. Like I'm happy that Cody won Big Brother 22, but like I kind of knew that was going to happen. And I did kind of know that Xavier was going to win, but like I feel better going out of this season than I have the past few. Like even like Mickey winning, like I wanted Nicole to somehow like win the final three HOH and like get to the end. I wanted Tyler to win Big Brother 20. I wanted Josh to win Big Brother 19, but I didn't think it would actually happen. So when it did, like I was kind of caught off guard and like the joke of it all, the meme of it all. So it's been a while since I've kind of been like, I've had a season of Big Brother, and like I'm happy that like Xavier won. He earned it given the people at the end, and I'm gonna go into next season, you know, with a pretty good feeling about everything. Like I don't know. I feel like it's been a while since we've kind of just like had a season where I felt good at the end. Yeah, but Derek F. robbed, obviously. God, I can't believe they didn't vote for him. Enough with that good talk. The season could have been better for sure, especially given the start. But I feel like in terms of like remembering a season, there's a few things. You need a good start, you need a good middle, and you need a good winner. But after a few years, all that really matters is kind of the game. I think like if you tell me right now about like, hey, what are your thoughts about Big Brother 13? I'm not thinking about week 2. I'm thinking about Rachel. I'm thinking about the winner. I'm thinking about how she got there, and I'm thinking about how it was received. So for Big Brother 23, in a couple years, you're going to be like, how do you feel about Big Brother 23? I'm not going to think about the week that Sarah Beth went home. I'm going to think about the cookout. I'm going to think about Xavier winning. I'm going to think about it's the first black winner. I'm going to think, and I'm going to remember like, oh my God, it was such a sick beginning. Like Frenchie, that first week, that was the sickest first week that we've ever seen. Then there's the cookout. They literally were the most successful alliance. They had a 100% alliance success rate to get to the final 6. Everyone made it to the end. They literally didn't turn on each other until it was too late. Like I'm going to remember those things. And for that, I think it's America's favorite house guest. Hold on. I got to cover up the chat for this one. Oh, Kyla voted for X. Nuts. Not like a bad nuts. I'm surprised that Kyla voted for Xavier. Why do they only do top 2? That's so lame. And Tiffany. I wish they would bring that thing top 3. It's going to be Derek X. Oh, Tiffany got it. I'm so happy for Tiffany. I would have been totally happy with either a Tiffany or a Derek X. America's favorite house guest. I'm shocked that it was Tiffany. I think Derek X just went a little bit too early. I'm shocked actually that Tiffany won that. I really thought Derek X had that, but I'm happy for Tiffany. Getting third sucks. Celebrity Big Brother 3, baby. Be a child of God. See you next winter. Love one another, y'all. Third place gets 10K now, but 10K is not that great compared to 75K or whatever, however much Big D made. Winner vegetable, thank you so much. Yeah, that's so funny. Julie was socially distancing and then was just like, screw that. Everyone come in and give me a hug. Oh my god. Julie Chen Moonves, you dog. Oh. All right. Well, I'm just gonna give my final thoughts and then I'm gonna call this a wrap. But final thoughts. I think in terms of like legacy and kind of just like looking at the season as a whole, I think Xavier represents of the people that were at the end, like the best case scenario. I personally, in the moment, would have loved for Ozzy to win that last HOH, take Big D to the end. We're left with an Ozzy Big D final two. That's kind of insane. Like, that's historic in its own right. But I also, as someone that loves the game of Big Brother, I do think that, you know, good gameplay when rewarded is, you know, its own type of enjoyment. Like, I feel, especially given the end game and the way that it played out, Xavier earned the win had he gotten to the end, especially like the whole Ozzy bringing Xavier type of thing. So I think this is a good way that the season could have ended up. I would have been super happy to see Ozzy win if Ozzy had won and then taken Xavier out, because that kind of would have been like, dang, Ozzy, I didn't know that you had that in you. That would have been great. But I think as a whole, this season will be remembered more fondly than maybe it is right now. Man, I love Big Brother. I wish it was coming. I mean, I wish it was like Survivor and happened twice a year, but it makes it better that it's only once a year. It's in the summer. Man, it's a keeping up with Big Brother is a taxing thing. It is a job to keep up with Big Brother. So maybe it's better that it only happens once a year. But this is a ton of fun. I cannot believe how many of I caught myself. I almost said you guys. Jeff Probst would have been sad. I'm so in shock and in awe how many of you all came here. I've said this a few times today, but like I came into this being like, Ethan, you're probably just gonna get like 10 or 15 viewers, like, and that's fine. Like, you don't have any expectations going into this, and you all killed. Like, you made this incredible, and I just want to say thank you for everything. This is just so awesome. I can't believe I'm here. I literally can't believe I'm here right now. This is nuts. And there's still Big Brother already ended, and I still got 63 people listening to me ramble on about whatever. This is nutty, but yeah. Last thing I'll do right before, you know, Cheesy Nas has got a good point. I probably won't have you all like this for a long time again. So join the Discord and follow the Twitch. I'm putting both links in there. Actually, no, screw the Twitch. Follow the Twitter. I've been posting a few things on Twitter. I get like one like. I could use a couple extra if you wanna follow me on Twitter. I don't. All right, wait, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. All right, hold on. I'm still linking. Twitter, Twitch. All right. Thank you, everybody. This has been incredible. I've said it a million times, and I'll say it a million more times. You guys have like actually kind of changed my life a little bit. Oh no, I said you guys. You all have actually kind of changed my life a little bit. And for that, I thank you. Thank you for coming on and just listening to me talk for 3 hours. I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. I'm still in disbelief, but I'm going to, yes, love each other. All right. Those are my closing words. Love each other. As Julie Chen Moonves would say, love one another. And with that, I leave you with 1 Ethan 7. Good night, everybody. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you for Celebrity Big Brother. And I'll still keep posting every single week. Don't worry about it. And I'll try to post Big Brother most weeks. We'll see what happens. Thank you. Oh, Cam, I didn't know you were here. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to keep saying this, so I got to end the stream. But thank you. Good night.